Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome. My name is Jordie James, and I have got you for the next 15 minutes. I am a psychic medium, and over the last week, if any of you follow me on my socials, on my Insta, or my Facebook page, I've actually been asking you guys out there questions that you may or may not want to ask a psychic medium. Now, what I've loved over the last, I didn't do it yesterday, but I will be doing it today, answering the questions live that you've sent me. And it's really interesting. I love some of the questions that have been coming through. And it's quite interesting because even though we're going through Melbourne, I'm in Melbourne, Victoria, well, actually I'm in the country of Victoria, but we've gone down into our second lockdown, our fourth lockdown, actually, I should say 4.0. But as I've started to call it at the start of the week, better known as a safety operating procedure rather than lockdown, because I'm a vocabulary freak and I love working with words that give us a little bit of understanding of that we don't get bogged down in the negative wording or the negative vocabulary. So I now call it safety operating procedures or SOPs for public health. But that's just the way that I work with things, and I not deal with them, but gives them a little bit sense of, hang on a second, I've got to change this from a negative to a positive. And me being who I am in this beautiful spiritual world, yes, we do get bogged down with our overthinking. I do, for sure. I always go through, like, after a reading, oh, was I at the best that I could be in that reading? And we as humans, we all do that. So my little talk about today is about the negative, I wouldn't say negative mind switch, but it's that little voice that we have that goes, you're not worthy, you're not good enough, and change that into making it more of a physical, I want to say physical thought rather than just a thought in your head. So I've got some beautiful mentors and teachers who have actually named their overthinking mind, in a sense. And I just want to say, put that out to you guys, is do the same thing. Find things or look at things differently that give a different point of view or a different wording that's a little bit more positive. So if you have something that's a little bit negative, find a word that's a little bit more positive to give it a sense of, hang on a second, I've got this under control. I've got control over this. So I just want to say to you guys, have a look at not feeling so low, or if you feel low, just allow yourself to take a breath and go, okay, I can be in this space. It's not something that we don't have to be in this space. We can be in a low space, because that's what happens when we get to our rock bottom, when we get to our low space, energetically and thought-wise, not physically. Okay, physically, rock bottom's a little bit different in a sense. So it's more about you going, okay, I need to sit in this space. What can I do to give myself a little bit more of a comfort that I can go through this and I can get through the other side? Sunshine's always at the end of the tunnel. Rainbows are always there. So I just want to say, please look at the different wording, or look at vocabulary that's different for you. All right. So that's my little talk for today. Because I've been going through some things over the last 7 days, I should say. So it's all about me looking at things a little bit more brightly. All right. And I'm not all sunshine and roses. There is dark patches for sure, but we need to have that ebb and flow to see how beautiful things really are. So I'll leave that with you and that thought for today. And I've got beautiful Amber from Austin. Is it Austin? No, it's not. It's Aston. Thank you. Amber, hi. How are you going?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. We're dealing with lockdown over here, so not too bad. So, Amber, would you like me to work with psychically with what's going on around you, or mediumshiply, which is connecting with loved ones?
Okay, what's that? Can you say that again?
Okay, did you want me to work with things going on around you, so psychically, or
Yes,
mediumshiply, which
please.
is connect? Yep, yeah, that's what I thought, because I was like, I don't feel like there's anyone around me. Not to say that they're not here, but I just feel like I'm very drawn to you. So I know I can hear this beautiful happiness around you, Amber, in your voice, but I do feel that. Would you understand that there's a few things, and I mean, like, are you overthinking things at this present moment?
Yes.
Yep, thank you. And um, sorry, bear with me for a second. And as I look at that, I just feel like I want to go, you need to, it's like I want to say, put things differently in different sort of areas. Does that make sense to you?
Okay, can you say that again?
Okay, so okay, let me rephrase that because that sounded a little bit weird. I want to say to you, I need you to separate the difference, and that's a lot better. You need to separate things into different boxes or onto different pieces of paper, because I feel that you're a little bit overwhelmed with decisions that you have to make. Would that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. And would this be around school or around study and work?
Okay, sorry, I'm having a really hard time hearing you. Can you say that again?
Is it around work and study for you? Whether or not to go back to
Yes,
study? Yep, thank you.
work and also relationships.
Yep, okay. So, because I just feel like I want to go, there's an aspect here of not feeling quite in knowledgeable and everything like that. So, um, just bear with me for a second. Uh, I'm on the radio. Um, so what I feel with work is it not quite fulfilling you at the moment? Does that make sense?
Yes, I'm a housekeeper right now, and
Yep,
I feel like they're kind of dipping me. Like, um,
yep,
my last paycheck, yeah, we kind of counted it all out, and I just feel like I'm kind of being taken advantage of.
yep. Okay. Because I just feel with work, it's not filling you. It's not, I know that what you're doing at the moment, but I feel like I want to say, step out and go into that study that you've always wanted to do. Would you understand? Oh my God, you're such a gentle soul. Amber, would you understand that you like to be for the community? Would you like to work like guidance counseling or things like that? Would that make sense to you?
Yes, that does.
Yeah,
I really want
yeah,
to be like, I want to help people. That's kind of what
yeah.
I've done all my life is help people, and I haven't
Be of
really,
service.
I've helped, yeah, I've helped people more than myself, and that's probably why I'm in the situation I am in right now.
Yeah. So this is all about boundaries for you, Amber. It's all about sitting back and going, hold on a second, I need to take a break and I need to set my boundaries. And beautiful girl, I know you're not a yes person, but I do feel like you need to say no. Would that make sense to you?
Yes, that does.
Yep. Yep. Thank you. And also, I just feel like I want to go, there's definitely community work here for you. I feel like guidance or working with youth, or there's an aspect here. You will always be of service. You've got that beautiful service thing, but it's like now I need to stand up on my own 2 feet and really set boundaries and go, hang on a second, guys. Now, I know that the work sort of situation over there can be a little bit fickle at the moment, but I do feel like I want to say you need to take a breath, pull back and go, okay, this is where I want to go. This is what I want to do. And it's really interesting because when I said before about unpacking your worries and putting them on paper, it's like, what do I want to manifest or set the intent to bring work in for me, and what I love to do and what do I need to do? And I do feel like, Amber, that's where you need to go with that. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes, that does.
Because it's like attract like. Now, as I move into relationship, oh, okay. So this sort of flows on, your energy flows onto the relationship side of things. Would you understand, are you in a relationship at the moment, or have you just come out of one?
Yes, I'm in a relationship right now.
Okay, thank you. Would you understand that it's on a little bit, like, I want to say, I don't feel like it's on tender hooks, but would you understand that you're both sort of finding your grounds, or sort of butting heads a little bit? Would that make sense to you?
Okay, I'm having a hard time understanding you. Can you please say that
That's
again?
okay. Um, I'm just wondering if you and your partner are not seeing eye to eye at the moment, because I feel like you're in two separate corners, like you're not actually sitting together. Would that make sense?
Yes.
Thank you, because I feel like I want to go. There's this aspect. Have you been together for 3 to 4 years or something?
And what's that?
Have you been together 3 to 4 years?
Yes.
Thank you. I just want to say is take a breath, because there's a bit of a shift in this, in relationship is really good. You know how we change from a like a caterpillar into a butterfly? We're transitioning. Like, this is the relationship at the moment, and I'm getting the wrap up. So I've got 30 seconds. I just want to say to you, allow yourself to go through this transition a little bit with this relationship, and I feel like it's going to really be good at the end. So can I leave that with you, darling?
So, leave then?
So I just want to say, maybe listen back to this, but I just feel like I want to go, there's a transition period in this relationship, so take a deep breath. Okay?
Okay.
All right. But I've got to go. I've got to wrap up. Amber, thank you so much for taking my call. Have a great day. And everyone, blessings and hugs. My name is Jordie James. You can catch me on Facebook, Jordie James Psychic Medium. Talk to you next week. Bye for now.